It's Dough Crafter back with another video, and today we will be doing a video on Avengers Endgame, aka the best movie ever. I did see it today. Depends on when this video comes out. It's Saturday when I saw it. It was amazing. And beware, big spoilers ahead. So, we're going to be going over the top 10 things you probably missed in Avengers Endgame. Let's get right into it. So, right off the bat, if you didn't notice, very early into the movie, they, okay, let me restart this. Very early into the movie, when Captain America is talking with the community people, basically, as you could see, they're like talking about all the people that they lost and stuff like that. One of those people is the director, Joe Russo, one of the Russo brothers. He does make a small appearance in this because I guess he hasn't ever been in one of these Avengers movies. So I guess for the final movie, the director of the final movie would want to be in it. But now I guess we're going to move on to the next one. Next up, we have Tony's daughter. So Tony's daughter's name was Morgan, of course. So in Avengers Infinity War, he had a dream that they would have a baby, basically.
I dreamt. We had a kid. So real. We named him after your eccentric uncle. What was his name?
Right.
Morgan.
So you woke up and thought that we were...
Expecting.
Yeah.
Yes?
No.
I had a dream.
A son. And they were going to name it Morgan, but they did end up naming it Morgan, but it was a daughter. But if you take a look into the comics, Morgan Stark, which should be the name of his daughter because the last name is Tony Stark, or the Stark, Morgan Stark in the comics is a villain. Yeah. So Morgan Stark is in the comics Tony Stark's cousin, and apparently like they tried to steal each other's ideas and a lot of weird stuff like that. So he was a villain in the comics, and it turned out to be Tony's daughter, which is very weird if any of you guys are comic book nerds. But yeah, but let's go on to the next one. Now, this one did get leaked, but I loved this. Pepper's rescue armor. So, around 4 months ago that I know of, this picture got leaked right here. It shows Pepper Potts, I don't know the real name, in a suit, and people would think it would be the rescue suit, because in the comics, the suit she wears is called Rescue. In the comics, while she was getting very mad at Tony Stark for surprises and stuff, so she grabbed a chair and threw it at a wall. It ended up opening a door, and then there was a suit. But in this movie, there wasn't any chair throwing. They didn't throw any chairs to find that suit. Tony Stark just made the suit for her. And yeah, so in the final battle of Avengers Endgame, everyone comes to the battle to attack Thanos and his army, counting Pepper Potts in her rescue armor. Now we're on to the next one. If you didn't know this, it was pretty obvious. Professor Hulk. Professor Hulk is a comic guy, which is basically a mix of the Hulk and Bruce Banner. And he didn't make an appearance in this movie. He was in the movie. Not an appearance. He was an actual part in the movie. So, when you see Hulk, normal Hulk, he's going crazy. He doesn't really talk. He just goes mad, punches. Here, in this movie, he has glasses. He has a beard. He talks normally. He wears coats that don't rip, shirts. And that is Professor Hulk, if you see in the comics. So, it is basically the way that Bruce could control it. So now Hulk and Bruce Banner are one. So it's a mix of combination, basically. But very cool. I think I like this Hulk the best out of every type of Hulk that has been in these Marvel movies. But now we are on to the next one. This one I did kind of almost miss when I was first watching it. But it was a Stan Lee cameo. Like, it was Stan Lee. So you guys might be saying, what do you mean Stan Lee died? Well, no. This movie was being filmed during... It was at the same time they were filming Infinity War when Stan Lee was not dead. But when Captain America and Iron Man are traveling to the 1970s to get the Tesseract for the second time, the first clip it shows a car driving with some music, and Stan Lee is in that car as another Stan Lee cameo. But now we are on to the next one. So, when, what is it called? In Avengers Age of Ultron, you might remember when Scarlet Witch messes with Tony's mind and makes him see all the Avengers dead.
You could have saved us.
And counting, it shows Captain America on the ground with his shield ripped in half, basically. And then, if we take a look to Endgame, it shows Thanos breaking his shield, completely breaking it, and, what is it called? Keep breaking it, and then it shows half of his shield because it's, like, snapped in half. And, yeah, so that's just a callback to Avengers Age of Ultron, but now we're on to the next one. Captain America is worthy of the Mjolnir, I think. I think so, Mjolnir. Thor's hammer. So, as you know, another callback to Avengers Age of Ultron. In Avengers Age of Ultron, everyone is trying Hawkeye, Iron Man with his suit. Everyone is trying to pick up Thor's hammer, but you know, you have to be worthy to hold his hammer. But Captain America was the closest. He did lift it just a centimeter up, and then he couldn't do it.
Come on, Cap.
But now, in this movie, while Thor is getting beaten down by Thanos, Captain America puts out his hand, and the hammer comes flying straight towards him, and he gets it. And now, Thanos and, Captain America and Thor each have one of those groundbreaking, crazy Thanos-killing weapons. So, very cool. I was extremely surprised at this. But now we're on to the next one. If you guys didn't see it, if you are a Marvel OG, kinda, you would have seen this. But in Iron Man 3, when Iron Man gets stuck in Massachusetts, it's Tennessee, I think. He goes there and he finds a kid called Harley. He goes in Harley's garage and helps him fix the Iron Man suit. And he makes an appearance in this movie, yes. So at, sadly, Tony Stark's funeral, Harley does come to the funeral, very big, compared to what he was in Iron Man 3, like a teenager now. Very cool that they just added him in for 5 seconds, but very big tribute to Iron Man 3. Now we are on to the next one, or the final one. So, if you did stick to the very end, you might have seen that there wasn't a post-credit scene because this was the end. So, but they did leave one little hint. So, knowing that Iron Man started this amazing franchise of Marvel movies in 2008 with Iron Man made his first ever suit in a cave with a hammer banging metal together. Well, at the very end of Avengers Endgame, they show the Marvel logo pop up and they show a hammer banging sound. So, they're just trying to show that Tony Stark started this and he ended it by saving the world. So, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you liked Avengers Endgame, leave a like because I loved it. But make sure you dab and goodbye. Bye!